Good morning, everyone. It's Brenda Quintana here, and I am live in my studio this morning. So this week, a lot of leaders, Stampin' Up! Leaders, are in Las Vegas for the leadership conference, and I was originally hoping to be there, but with all the house move stuff, I was a little concerned. The sign up time was right when we were buying the house, and I was just a little reluctant to go because it costs money to go, and I was a little worried, or not worried, concerned that money-wise, I didn't want to spend the money on going to the leadership conference when I knew we were in the middle of house buying. And I'm kind of glad I didn't now, because we did have a bunch of initial expenses with this house. So, but I'm sad not to be there. I see a lot of my Stampin' Up! Leader friends over in Vegas this week, but the good news is that you get me live here this morning, and whereas the leaders are all over, working on networking and business presentations and stuff like that, which I love. I love going to do that, but next time I will participate, and things will be a little bit more even here, and I'll be ready to go and do that. But I am here this morning, and I'm so glad that you're here with me. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to send out an email saying that I was going to go live this morning. So probably we'll have a fewer people on here. I've been trying to do that every single week, but everyone's brain is not perfect. And even though I try and do everything the same each week, I will forget things. And today that's what I forgot. But anyway, today's project, I think you're going to love it, because I think this project has potential for other snacks and doing it with other things. So let's take a look. This is the project, and I made this one with the little monkey bundle. And because we've got that great greeting, I'm bananas about you, I couldn't help but do a banana themed project. And I thought banana chips are a great healthy snack. I am using the clear envelopes inside here to hold the banana chips. And so you could potentially put other snacks in here. This is pretty easy to make. So I think you could make a bunch of these and not go crazy. And it uses our die set, a new die set that I just got. I overlooked in the catalog, but I finally realized it was in here. I love shapes because they are used as the backbone of many of my projects. So these are the nested essential dies. And if you don't already have these, get these, because I'm going to be making more projects with these, because they are a great basic shape. They cut great windows, and I'm using both the rounded rectangles here for the window, and I'm going to be using these six-sided shapes. Well, one of the six-sided shapes up here for my topper. So definitely want those. And often overlooked in the catalog, where are these? These are the clear medium envelopes. You get 50 in a package, so you're gonna be able to go a long way with these. And that's what I am using to hold my little banana chips in there, or you could use them for a different snack as well. So are you ready? Do you want to find out how to make these? Just hold on 1 second. I do want to show you my host code. That's my host code. If you spend $50 and you use this host code, you will be getting a package of, scoot back over here, these adhesive backed star trinkets. They're so beautiful, and these will be perfect for your holiday projects. They make a great little tree topper. So if you want a package of those and you're placing an order of 50 or more, please use my host code below, and you will get those mailed to you in September. So I'm going to just get rid of that, and I'm going to pop on over. As always, I will talk to you all at the end and say hello and answer your questions. So if you have a question, write it down, and I will get to it. I will have a project sheet for you. This is not quite done yet. So I'm always scrabbling before, and also as I'm doing the tutorial for you, I find I always want to make some adjustments anyway. That's why these are emailed out on Saturdays. So you need to be on my email list to get that. And to get on my email list, if you're not already on there, you'll need to go down below in the description of the video. You might see a see more or more. Click on that and it will open up more information, and you will see a link to sign up to my email list. And go ahead and do that. That also allows you to access past project sheets. Once you sign up, you'll get a welcome email from me with a link to access the past project sheets. And then each Saturday, you will get a new project sheet in your inbox. So I've heard from some of you that you like to keep my project sheets in a little binder, because this is a great way down the road if you love to make 3D projects and you're like, you might not need my project now, but like maybe a few months from now, you're like, all of a sudden that project will resonate with you and make sense. You're flipping through your binder and you can have it again. Or if you want to go paperless, save it to your iPad, and that way you'll be able to access those in the future. All right, I think I'm ready now to move over to my other camera. All right, let's see. Oh, I've got colors that I don't need over here. I've not cleared everything off my workspace yet. I think I talked to you about the main ingredients, like the nested essentials dies, the clear envelopes. We need those. We also need the little monkey bundle. If you want to make it with the monkey theme, this is a bundle. When you buy these two together, you save 10% over buying them separately. So definitely do that while it's in the first catalog, the annual catalog, because if this carries over into a new catalog, the bundle pricing goes away. So it's always good to get it in the current catalog, the first catalog it appears in. All right, let's start with creating the base for the project. So this bottom piece right here. So we're going to grab our scoring board. And I put it away across the room. I've got more than one scoring board. One's set up on my die cutting area station that I use for when I'm creating, and then the other one is sitting in a slot over there. So this piece right here, it's a piece of parakeet party cardstock. It measures 9.5 by 4.25. This is great that this is 4.25, because that means you're going to get 2 pouches out of every sheet of cardstock. So it could have been a little tiny bit wider, but the 2 reasons why I chose 4.25, one was this die fits nicely on the 4.25, and then the second reason was that it also allowed us to make more out of one sheet of cardstock. So place that up at the top, the long side, and we're just going to do 2 quick score marks, 4.25 and 5.25. Okay, very easy peasy. Now we need to cut the window into this piece before we go any further. So you will need your big stamping and cut and emboss machine, because we need the width to go through here. So I'm going to grab my machine, and I have my base platform number 1, my thin die adapter number 2, clear cutting plate. We'll pop this piece on here, grab the second largest nested essential die, the rounded rectangle one, and we're going to place this about 1/2 inch from the score line. So you can eyeball it. So this edge right here, about 1/2 inch, and then you'll want to make sure this is somewhat centered on here. I'm kind of turning my head. Okay, that's pretty good. Then we're going to carefully place this on here. I'm trying to decide which way is the best way to do this without shifting anything. You could also pin this down with a piece of Post-it note, or I'm going to just run this through. The other thing you could pin this down so it doesn't move is the labeling and cover-up tape. If you're worried it's going to shift as you're going to run it through. If you're careful, you don't need to do that. Okay, so we've got this piece, and now we've got a little window cut in here. And you can save this label for another project. Lift this down, and we'll grab this piece, and we'll fold it along the score line so you can see better. You can do it at this point, or you can do it afterwards too, because what we're going to do next is we're going to stamp on this front area here so that we can add a little bit of interest, texture to the front. So let's grab Parakeet Party ink. So Parakeet Party cardstock and Parakeet Party ink. And I think this is a banana leaf, although I did not look it up, so it could be something else, but I'm hoping it's a banana leaf. I got a little bit of stuff, maybe from my cutting plate. So let me just grab an eraser here. When I get something on here, I'll grab a white eraser. And first of all, I'm erasing to make sure there's no dark marks on here. And now I'm just going to take an eraser, and sometimes just like stuff will get transferred from your cutting plates. Maybe from a previous project where I used a Post-it note holder or something. Maybe that was a little bit of residual on there. So then you can just try first a white eraser to remove any marks. Okay, so now we can have fun with this. Just going to take this ink and just kind of create a pattern. Coming up around here, and I'm using some scrap paper under here so that I don't mess my surface, and some of this is going to be covered, so if you feel like you don't have to go all the way to the top, so you can just kind of want to create a bit of a random pattern. I don't want too much, don't want it to be symmetrical or anything, because I want it to look kind of, let's go here so I don't trap myself into a corner where I can't stamp a leaf. And we'll go one more over here, and then we can do right there. Okay, so just a random pattern, and this is going to help your whole project come together and look great. So while I was die cutting, I could have also die cut my label piece. That would have saved me a little time. So let's scrub. I have a scrap piece of basic white, and I'm going to use the second largest 6-sided shape. We'll bring in the die cutting machine one more time. Same sandwich as before. And I'm just going to pop this through. All right. So here's my label. Get rid of this for the moment. And this is going to go over top of the project. So I want to create a score line on this piece so that I can put it over the top. So I'm going to slide this in. How we're going to score this, we're going to put the straight edge, the short edge up at the top. The point is here at the side. And I want to score this at the 1.5 inch mark right here, okay? This creates just enough space on this side to glue it on that side and then the other side. All right, so we're gonna grab a greeting, and because we're using the banana chips, you have to use the banana greeting. So I'm gonna use Parakeet Party ink again, and I'm going to stamp this just a little bit close to the center, but on the left side, because I want to put a bow right here, and I'm going to put a monkey right there. Okay, so before we assemble all of this, remind me, I need to get my banana chips ready. We're going to grab the monkey, tuxedo black ink, and I'm going to first ink up. This is the monkey that punches out. So I'm going to put that there. And then the other, see right here, I need to find where this is going to go. So this would work great down here in this corner right here, I think. Yeah, I'll put it right down here in this corner. All right, so let me close this up. And we're going to bring in 2 Stampin' Blends. If coloring is not your thing, then go ahead and stamp your monkey on a light brown cardstock. Maybe crumb cake would work really well. And then you won't have to color this little guy. So I'm going to use my light pecan pie. If you want, I can show you what a monkey would look like if I was going to do it without coloring it, just so you can see what the difference is. I'll grab a piece of crumb cake because it's pretty easy to do that. And I'm coloring this super simply, like this is just very, very easy peasy because I am just using 1 color on the monkey and 1 color on the banana. You could add shading if you wanted to. I want this to be a fast project though, so if you have any little monkey helpers, maybe they could color these monkeys for you and the banana. And they don't have to color them with blends then. They could color them with something else. That could be their contribution. So let's just grab a piece of crumb cake. Wow, I don't think I have a piece of crumb cake. Okay, we're gonna improvise. You can hear my voice far away. Let's just take a piece. This is gray granite. I do have crumb cake cardstock. I just didn't want to have to sit and cut down a piece right now. So we'll just use this. I want to just show you. This is also a light color. So you could do that. And if you wanted to, you could also stamp the banana on yellow cardstock, and then you wouldn't have to color the banana either. So let's punch out this monkey. And what you could do, also if you wanted to just kind of highlight the head a bit and you wanted to do just a teeny tiny bit of coloring, you could color just the frame of the face with this monkey. But there's a monkey that you could use that doesn't need to be colored. Crumb cake probably would have been a slightly better color, but you get the idea. That's how it would look versus this one, which will have a little bit of a white frame around it. And then the banana is over here in the corner. I'll just punch that out. Okay. Get rid of that. All right, so we have all of these pieces. We'll set them aside for a moment and we're going to figure out our banana chips. So we're going to need an envelope and we're going to take, you can either use a spoon or I've got these little tongs. Let's see which works better. So you can probably also, just hold the bag open. Oops, that chip just went flying. It might be easier if you transferred your chips to a big bowl. And then instead of trying to pull them out of a bag, let's have a look and see how many chips I put in this little pouch here. I think we need a few more. So banana chips I think are fairly easy to find. I found these at my local grocery store, and I think this is a product that you won't have trouble finding. That looks about right. It's just about squishing it. Maybe one more. Okay. And then want to fold over. Let's measure how far to fold this over so we have an idea. So we're coming from this top end right here, and we'll measure this over here. We want to fold this down about 2.5 inches. Okay, from the very top right here, from the very end of your envelope, you want to fold down about 2.5 inches. So if you're doing this for the first time, you might want to just grab yourself a ruler right away and just measure it and just do it before you put anything in there. So I'm just going to use my fingernail to kind of press down where the fold's going to be. And then I can remove this little liner and press this down. And now I have my banana chips ready. We can slide this back in. And I made this so it sticks up a little bit, so there's a little bit of tension. So it's not going to come sliding out too easy, but it does slide out. Okay, so I've got this, looks pretty even. And we're going to take this little piece, let's fold this down, and let's first attach this to the back right here. Oh, come on, glue. There we go. And we're going to place this down here and press down. Okay. All right. So now I guess we can slide this in here afterwards. So we could probably more easily do this while the bananas aren't in there. So let's go ahead and do this. You don't want to go all the way to the edges because it hangs off just the tiniest bit. Don't want glue to ooze out that way. And then we're going to bring this down. And theoretically, if you wanted to, you could take a piece of Velcro, you could do a closure here and make it so it flips open. But I figured that would just add another dimension to it that we didn't need, because this is supposed to be an easy pouch and it's very easy to slide the bananas out the side. So we're going to take our little monkey and add the monkey to the pouch. Just going to put the glue on the top part of the monkey. Like that. And I'm going to take a mini dimensional, if I can grab them. Got the big dimensionals here too. I'll just grab a mini one and stick it on my banana. And then we'll just add that over there. And I want to add a little bit of some ribbon. And I'm going to grab about, this is almost an inch of tear and tape. And I'm going to cut it in half and just put it across here like this. And I'll remove the lining. And then I'm going to grab, oops. I'm going to grab this little bow I tied earlier. This is the Parakeet Party metallic woven ribbon. If you want, you can play with the ends a little bit and, you know, spread them out just a teeny tiny bit. Just to give it kind of a more rustic sort of feel. Okay, and then just lay the knot down on the center of that tear and tape, and then position the loops over the rest of the tear and tape. Like that. Okay, so you got a little bow. After I did this, I also thought what would look nice. Remember my card from earlier in the week? And I used the black and white gingham. Well, you could use black and white gingham on here too. I think that would look really sharp. So, you know, hindsight is always 20/20. My brain doesn't always work in perfect tandem. So yes, use some Parakeet Party ribbon, or the gingham ribbon also looks nice. Then you've got your little pouch, and this slides in here. So you don't need any window sheet for this pouch because the clear bag is going to keep the bananas from coming through on this little pouch. So that's what makes it really easy. So there's so many different options of things that you can put inside here, and then this clear window is going to show what's inside of here. So if you're making multiple snacks, you can there's a really clear visual of what's inside here. I think this would look be great for, like, I don't know, like a orientation breakfast, you know, a co-worker's luncheon. There's a lot of different birthday parties. This would be really cute for like birthday parties, I think. So that's how that works, you know. And if you want to do your little monkey as a little guy like that, you could definitely make things a little easier for yourself. I would probably choose a light brown monkey. My monkey is a little gray, so you know, he could have been like a little bit a little bit more brown, but he doesn't look too bad. And the banana can also be stamped on yellow cardstock if you want to like really speed up the process of doing these little pouches. So I thought this would be just a fun project for you to recreate and do with many different bundles. You know, it doesn't have to be a monkey bundle. It can be a different type of bundle. I've used a lot of different punches lately. You can use a different punch and you can just make this up in whatever way you want and put whatever snack you want in here. But these are cute because the banana chips are like maybe a healthier snack than some. And that way you can have these ready to go little snack packs, a little break in case you're feeling hungry. So I hope you liked those. And I hope if you like this video, if you're not already a subscriber to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and look for the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. It will help other people find me. And if you're planning on placing an order, maybe you want to make this project and you need some supplies. If you use my host code, which has disappeared here we go. That's my host code, and spend $50, you will get my gift of the month sent out to you in September. So that's always a nice little thing. And if you placed an order in July and you haven't used your bonus days coupons yet, that's if you spent at least $50 in July, you just have about a week left to redeem them. If you lost your coupon, just reach out to me as soon as possible so I can contact demo support for you so I can get that reissued for you. All right, I want to talk to all of you and see what you think of the project, find out how you are, and answer any questions you may have. And I had this great conversation yesterday with one of my team members, and she's such a wonderful person. And she was telling me of a story of how she's on this board and how someone said, this might be a stupid question. I don't remember what the question was, but it was actually not a stupid question. I honestly, I don't think there's any stupid questions because a question is an inquiring mind. So I want you to feel comfortable to ask your questions and not feel like I am going to think it's stupid, because I don't. I truly don't. I think everyone's at different stages of paper crafting. So I want you to feel comfortable asking me questions that, if you need help. So I really don't think there are stupid questions, and at least I haven't come across one. And I like to say the only stupid question is the one that you didn't ask, right? Because that didn't get your question answered. So all right, I'm gonna go and say hello to everyone that's visiting this morning. Hello, Pat and Ellie. Hello, Mary from Indiana. Hello, Dee. I'm so glad you're here this morning. Hello, Ver Blue. 100 degrees in Tennessee, and this morning it is. It's kind of pouring rain. It's going to rain on and off all day. We walked in the rain this morning, and so we'll deal with it. We've had some very nice sunshiny days. You know what? I have to be very thankful because on the weekend, while Nicholas and Caroline were here, we had gorgeous weather. We had sunshine. Sometimes it was overcast, but we didn't have any rain. And we were able to go to Gloucester, and I can't remember the other place we went to. We went to the ocean both days, and we had lunch, and we did some little hikes. There's a beautiful park called World's End right by the ocean, and we went to that park, and it's every time. I've only been there twice now, and every time it's just such a nice park. just a nice way to walk, especially if you're going with people, because the trails are wide, and so you can walk with more people abreast. And it was just lovely. So that's an aside. I'll take the rain today because I don't have anywhere to go. But I was so fortunate. We were so fortunate. We had beautiful weather those days. Fair Blue says, we are going to be bananas over this project. I love that. Hello, Lupe. Marty says she loves banana chips. So great project for you. Hello, Deirdre. She just says she just got those dies. Oh, I'm so glad that you got them because they are great. And I don't know why when they first came out in the annual catalog a few months ago, I didn't see them. Maybe they got dropped off my list for whatever reason. I thought I was going to get them later, and then I didn't see them again until I saw them on someone else's project. And I'm like, I've never seen those dies before in my life. And I looked in the catalog and there they were. So Ellie said, came back to say, wow, this is great. Awesome. Hello, Tracy from Maine. Deirdre says she loves the project sheets. I print them and save them to a binder. That's a great way, print out your favorite ones. And then when you're looking for a project, you can just flip through them quickly. Hello, Denise from South Dakota. Hello, Birgit. I'm glad you're here. Well, Birgit, you say you're late. I was also late, so we can be late together. She says, another great project, and she said she loves all my ideas. Denise says, very cute treat pouch. Would be cute with Runts candy, too. I don't know Runts candy, so I'll have to look that up afterwards. Hello, Jen. And hello, Linda from Oregon. And Nina says, help Brenda out, all you watchers. Give her a thumbs up. Thank you, Nina. You're so sweet. Kimberly says, love the project. Super cute. And Cindy says, hi, Brenda and everyone. This is my first live with you, and this is such an adorable project. Well, thank you, Cindy. And I love your last name, Hershey, because I do a lot of projects with Hershey's Kisses, Hershey's Nuggets, and Hershey's products. So that last name makes me smile. If that is your last name, maybe it isn't your last name. But anyway, I love that. All right, everyone. So watch for my project sheet tomorrow. And I hope you have a great weekend. I will be back next week with more projects for you. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.